check out what we just got directly from Nokta Makro. It's the new carbon fiber lower shaft. How about that? Thank you, DETECTOR, and thank you, Nokta Makro, for sending this out. I look forward to putting this on the Simplex. But we're going to talk about something that attaches to this. We're going to talk about the SP24 coil. The SP24 coil, here it is. Yep, it's small, it's light. As you know, when you first buy a Simplex, it has the stock coil on it. It's a bigger coil. Now, I do like the stock coil, it works great. But when these things came out, man, I had to jump on board and grab one, see how it done, see how it compared to the other one. And I will say, it has enhanced the Simplex greatly. So first of all, let's talk about the size of the SP24 coil. It is a 9.5 inch by 5 inch coil. And I love how small it is. When I first seen this thing and I attached it to the Simplex, it reminded me of the small coil that you can buy for the Garrett A series or the AT Pro series. It's small, and really what it is made for is honing in on those close targets in trashy areas, and it picks them out amongst all the trash. There's a ton of trash in the ground. If you metal detect any at all, you know that the ground is full of trash, no matter where you've been, no matter where you go. Parks especially, ball fields especially. People throw out cans, and then lawnmowers hit those cans and scatter pieces of can all over the stinking yard and all over the stinking field. And then when you run across it, man, it sounds so good. It either sounds like a ring or a nickel or something along those lines, and you gotta dig that mess out. And in doing so, you still may find some trash and get some trash out. But getting the trash out is a good thing. It's light, it's not heavy at all. It doesn't add any extra. It's actually a little bit lighter than the other coil. It helps balance it out just a little bit better, which is awesome as well. I'm gonna show you up close the mechanism on how you get it locked in. It comes with these bolts and these little nuts and washers and stuff. You put everything in there, just follow the directions, put them on there, get them in there, and she goes right on in place and you're ready to rock. So yeah, I enjoy this small coil. It does a great job. One thing I really like about this coil specifically is when you are, regardless, when you turn this metal detector on, it completely quietens down. I've read the forums, I've looked at other people that they'll get a metal detector out and they'll put it on their channel, or they'll put it on the Facebook group and they'll make a little video, and as soon as they turn it on, it's just chirping all the crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Since I have gotten this coil and put it on the Simplex, I could probably count on one hand how many times I have actually ground balanced the Simplex. And that's using it at the beach, on the lake, dry ground, sandy soil, you name it. I can probably count on one hand how many times I've ground balanced it with the Simplex new SP24 coil. It stabilizes this machine tremendously. This metal detector works awesome. And I'm not here to talk about the metal detector, but they are one unit. This here completes the metal detector. You're going to see in a couple weeks where I shot a video where I had two coins and they were within about 4 inches apart from each other. One was a penny, one was a nickel. If you know your machine, you know any metal detector out there at all, you know that they completely ring up different. They have a different sound because one of them's a mid-tone, one's a high tone, and they totally have different numbers. One of them ranges in the 30s and one of them ranges in the 60s or 70s. When I metal detected and I hit that area, and you'll see it coming up, I'll put it in the video, this thing picked out those two coins without a problem. Now, I did not have the opportunity, or I wasn't in an area where I could change the coils out and show you the difference between the big coil and the small coil, to show you the difference between the SP24 and the stock coil. But I'm not going to say it couldn't have picked them out, but because this is a smaller coil, it could get in there and get in between those two, and it could really tell the difference between them. So I was able to say, that's a penny. 4 inches over, that is a nickel. That worked awesome. So that being said, this thing has found me some awesome stuff. This coil has found me some cool stuff. It found that badge down there in the water. That was really neat to find. If you have one of the stock coils and you live in the United States, when you metal detect over a nickel, it will ring up in the 20s, around 24 or 25. When you put on the SP24 coil, the number changes to a 30, 31, or 32. That being said, just keep that in mind. If you do not have the smaller coil and you have been thinking about going to it, just remember, if you have learned your metal detector and you know what those numbers are that rings up a nickel and it be 24 or 25, just remember, when you get this thing and put it on, it's going to change that VDI to a 30 or 31. That's just how they built it. I like that. I told y'all when I first put it on, when I first found my first nickel, what did I say? I said, man, this thing rings up a nickel just like the Amphibio does. That is true. So when they built this coil, they put the Amphibio in their mind and they changed the VDI of that mid-tone for a nickel to 30 or 31. I like that because I like the Amphibio. If I had to choose between the Simplex and the Amphibio, I'd get them both because I like both machines. So there's a possibility I might try to get an Amphibio down the road and keep it for myself. But until then, I'm going to stick with Simplex, and it is doing very well. So my final review on the SP24 coil, it's excellent. Now there's one little thing I will mention. Is it as deep as the other one? Well, it's very possible that it has lost a little bit of its depth with the SP24 coil, but that is expected. It's supposed to be that way. All metal detectors do the same thing in that regard. When you get the smaller coil, it doesn't go as deep, but it's able to pick out those targets better. So it's a trade-off. I did see on a forum where one said, if you get the SP24 coil and you use it first when you go to a new property and it picks out all that trash, right? It allows you to find the good stuff amongst the junk. Hit that several times, especially old properties. Yeah, you want to dig it all. Dig everything out of that ground, get it all out. Then switch over to the bigger coil and it will go deeper and it will pick up those deeper targets. That is excellent. That is an excellent idea. I'd never thought about that, but it's very true. So if you have the Simplex and you want the SP24 coil, remember, hit that property first with this one, get all the trash out, get all the good stuff out. That way you can separate your targets. Then when you've hit that place several times, change it out, put the Simplex stock coil back on your detector, then hit that property again and see if you can pick up deeper targets. Run it a little bit slower and go at it. But I'm telling you, if you don't have an SP24 coil, you need one. But I'm telling you, you're missing out. Are you aware that we have a giveaway out there? Are you a part of it? Have you been a part of that giveaway? Have you entered the giveaway to win the hat, the shirt, the patches, the sticker, and maybe something else? I may add something else to it before it's all over. We need 2,000 subscribers, and we're in the mid-1800s. Come on. If you're not a part of our channel, subscribe. Get involved in that. I tell you what, click up here in the top left corner and you can watch that giveaway video and follow the rules and get in on that giveaway. I'd appreciate it. But anyway, I'm telling you, if you win it, you'll appreciate it. But getting back to it, I just want to one last time say thank you to DETECTOR, thank you Nokta Makro for sending the SP24 coil to us and to me specifically so I can test it, run it, use it. I'm excited about seeing what I can find with this thing. I have not yet found silver with this. I take that back. I have found a silver ring with that. It does come with that protector at the bottom of it. You'll want that. As you can see, it's already got scratches on it. And you'll want that to protect the coil itself. So just remember that. I've been using this now for a total of 3 months, and I'm very satisfied with this coil. It's a very good one. So it goes with a good machine, the old Simplex. But anyway, and again, this SP24 coil only works with the Simplex. Just remember that. You can't buy this for the Impact. You can't buy this for the Amphibio. Now they make coils for them, but this is for the Simplex only. With that being said, hope you have a good day. God bless. We will see you next time.